addiction to escapism, which is what led to my drug addiction, started when I was a young child. And I escaped through school and extracurriculars, and then as I got older and I left my environment that I was trying to escape, I started using to escape the mental side of things that I had just blocked out for all those years and trying to self-medicate.
Well, my whole life I was like bullied and really had low self-esteem, low self-worth. So I just kind of wanted to fit in, wanted to hang out with whoever wanted to hang out with me. And my home life wasn't the best. It wasn't the worst either. I have great family, but there were some issues there. And so growing up, I just so about when I was 14, I started drinking and smoking weed, popping pills, whatever I could to not hate myself and just kind of have friends. And I would also sleep with a lot of men, and I ended up finding someone I love very much, and I slept with them, and we got pregnant. And then on January 25th, 2018, I gave birth to a stillborn baby boy, and that was a very pivotal moment in my life. After that, I didn't care about anything, and then that's when I got introduced. After he passed, I got introduced to heroin, and then it just kind of went on a downward spiral since then.
Well, I had a lot of anger built up inside of me, and hanging around the wrong crowd, the wrong people.
It cost me the opportunity to be a mother to my children. It cost me friendships, all materialistic things, literally everything.
It cost everything. It cost me a lot of time. It cost me relationships with my family and with friends who were actually good for me. It cost my relationship with God because I didn't have one. I didn't care about anything or anyone. And it's crazy because I did care. On the inside, I cared, but my actions definitely wouldn't have showed it. So I guess it cost me my ability to care enough to stop.
My addiction cost me everything. I lost my kids, my relationship with my kids, my grandkids. I lost my relationship with my grandkids. A lot of my siblings, we weren't as close as we used to be. I lost my home. I lost everything. I almost lost my life.
When I felt like my kids and everybody would just be better off if I wasn't here anymore. My friend brought me on a Friday night, and I literally had nowhere else to go, and so I stayed here.
So I was at a place called True Purpose in Tennessee. It was a recovery center. It was also a year-long program. My family drove me there, and I was there for about 2 weeks during detoxing and stuff like that. And eventually I got kicked out after 2 weeks because I was a little crazy. I was a little going through it. And so my family is amazing. They came all the way there, picked me up. They were angry, so angry, understandably. And then they drove me straight here. I don't know exactly when, where, how they found this place. I'm guessing it's through family that also go to church, where we go to church. But they just found this place and dropped me off and said, "Here's your last chance." And It was the best decision they made for me, and I needed them to make it for me because I wasn't going to make it for myself.
When I was homeless, and I had nowhere to go, I guess that was my lowest point, and I knew I needed help then. I detoxed myself for 6 weeks, and I knew if I didn't get help that I'd be back on the streets. And I started praying, and I called my sister, Angel, and she got me here.
Well, when I first got here, I was told that it was prophesied that somebody would be coming in who was pregnant and they had a room set up for a baby. And when I came here, everyone told me that that was about me, because I was the first person to come in pregnant and have my baby and bring her back here. So just Jamie and her vision that God gave her was what allowed this. Her obedience to God is what allowed me this opportunity. I have gained physical custody of my children, and by the time this is played on my graduation day, I'll have legal custody of my children as well. Friendships, I've gained Darlene, who loves me like I'm her own daughter, and I love her like the mother figure I never had. I've just gained a great support system. I've learned several things. I've learned how to have a personal relationship with God. I've learned how to know who I am through who God says that I am. I've learned how to set my mind to things and excel at them. I was reminded how to do those. I've learned better ways to lead. I've learned how to accept love and how to give love. I've learned that I can be around other females and other girls and not feel so insecure and so small. Learned a lot.
Well, I've learned that my mental health is very important. I've learned that spiritual health is even more important. I've learned how to set and also keep boundaries, because before I came here, I was very much a person who would break boundaries and then get mad at you for breaking mine. I learned how to be happy, just joy unspeakable, peace unspeakable. And I've learned how to worship again. I really miss that, because back in my childhood and growing up, I loved the Lord. Somewhere along the way, it got lost. So it just feels good to learn how to worship again. Now all I want to do is love others. I never knew what real love was until I came here. And they also gave me a place, a safe place to sit down and find God again. God was never lost, but I was. And they gave me room and gave me space to find him again. I've also learned how to drive a trailer and hook it up and strap stuff down and take it to the dump, and that's pretty exciting because I didn't know how to do really anything before I came here. So, I can work with children now. I used to not, after my son passed, I couldn't work with kids or anything, and so just the experience of getting to work in the daycare and after school and just being with other children again has helped me a lot, and also just gave me some really good experiences and fun times. And then every person who's come through this door has changed my life in so many ways. Whether they stayed or not, everyone made an impact. Something specific, I was trying to leave the second day I got here, and Jamie Massey just so happened to be in town, be here. She got Christy to wake me up out of my bed and came and talked to me. So I just want to let you know that meant more than you understand, because I was planning. I had plans. I had plan A, B, C of how I was gonna leave, and just you coming and getting her to talk to me and you being here, it meant everything, and you really helped me more than you know.
4 days after I got here, I went totally blind. And I really walked in darkness then. I was in darkness already because of all my sins, but I really walked in darkness then. And I started asking God, why? You told me if I came here, you would heal me. And it just made me angry at God. And until I started praying again, and he told me to sit still. Don't leave this place. He told me that if I stayed here, he'd give me my sight back. And me and him walked that journey. He even walked the hallways with me so I wouldn't run into the walls. That's the best thing that could have happened to me, was to lose my sight. Because it brought me closer to God. And I'm thankful that he made me blind. And I'm thankful that he gave me my sight back. City of Lights has really changed my life. I have a closer relationship with God. And to me, that's worth more than anything in this world. To know that God is my best friend. He is my Father. He is my everything. And I know that my journey's not over yet. But I know that God is with me, and I'm ready to follow him wherever he leads me.
My future looks exactly how God says it looks. It is good and it is full of hope. I have goals and dreams. I hope to start my own business. I hope to get established both financially, physically, and spiritually with my family. I hope to be the mother God called me to be and teach my kids to love the Lord the way that I've learned how to do this past year.
Well, I want to stay here and I want to intern. I also want to continue working in the daycare. I'm not sure what the future holds. I just know that if I keep God first and keep my relationship strong, I know he'll lead me to where I need to go. I know it sounds like, what have you been doing all this time? You don't even have a plan? Like, no, I don't. I really don't. My plan is to stay here and get as much as I can out of this place, because it saved my life, and I know it continually will refine me and stretch me, bend me, mold me, break me and rebuild me into something better. I know when the time's right, I want to be a mother again. And I will be.
The future it looks wonderful because I'm going to do ministry in rehabs and jails for women. And I have my family back. And I have God walking beside me, leading me wherever he needs me to go.
2 years sober looks very bright.
2 years sober for me looks healthy, happy. 2 years sober to me looks like going to church every Sunday and Wednesday and Tuesday and just and really every day, and just embracing the love of God. That's what 2 years sober looks like to me.
Happy, wonderful. Always seeking God. Always seeking God. I'll have my family back, my kids back, and we'll get to spend time together. And that's going to be real wonderful.